Drunk and despondent, David Santillan called his wife to beg for forgiveness. The president of the notorious Mongols motorcycle club promised he'd put his infidelities behind him, get sober and be a better father to their children. Then the conversation, which she was secretly recording, turned to John. "John told me already, I have 1 year," Santillan said. 1 year, he's retiring. And he can't protect me. He told me. So we have to have an exit strategy. John was John Ciccone, an agent with the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives who had investigated the Mongols for decades. Livid at her husband, and that his mistress had been harassing her and her children, Yanny Santillan texted the June 2021 recording to 2 members of the Mongols. Her husband, she wrote, has been working with the government, this entire time. He is simply a she wrote, a confidential informant. Or in other words, he is a rat. It was an explosive claim. Three years earlier, a federal jury had convicted the Mongols of racketeering, finding that the group was a criminal organization whose members had beaten and killed rivals and trafficked in drugs. Now, here was evidence suggesting their leader had a secret relationship with the agent who led the investigation. Attorneys for the group asked you. District Judge David O'Carter to set aside the jury's verdict, which had sent no Mongols to prison but cost the club a $500 fine. As a mole in the defense camp, they claimed, Santillan had shaped the Mongols' trial strategy in ways that helped prosecutors and passed inside knowledge of it to Ciccone. Carter, who oversaw the trial, ordered the two sides back into his Santa Ana courtroom recently for a hearing to determine what, if any, relationship existed between the ATF and the president of one of its perennial targets. What ensued was an ugly airing of the Mongols' dirty laundry. In one corner was the group's longtime attorney, Yanny, who could hardly conceal his contempt for a former client he now considers a double agent. In the other was Santillan, who noted bitterly that he'd been drummed out of the Mongols and unfairly labeled a rat without due process. Founded in Montebello in the 1970s, the Mongols are what the ATF has dubbed an outlaw motorcycle gang, along with the Hells Angels, Pagans, and Vagos, among others.